So how fast can you guys remove your front plate? Bet you're not that fast. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. Today I'm going to show you how to mount your license plate without using any brackets or screws. Just another option for you guys. So let's get started. First order of business is I got to take the front nose off again. All right, so I got the hoist at a decent working height. If you've never removed a FOXBODY from bumper cover, then it's actually quite simple. Right along this seam here, where the bumper cover and the fender meet, there are essentially 6 nuts and bolts. The top 3 are studs molded into the front bumper, and those kind of help line the bumper cover initially. So you just got to remove the bolts on those. And then the bottom 3 are nuts and bolts, so you got to remove those individually. And then up top are 2 little L-shaped brackets that have to remove. So once you get all that hardware removed, you got to just disconnect the lighting, and then the bumper cover will slide forward. So I got the front bumper off. It went pretty smooth as anticipated, but I forgot to tell you guys I'm taking off the front bumper for 2 reasons. Number 1, to do this little trick that I'm gonna show you with the plate, see if you guys like it. And number 2, I'm gonna take off the front bumper anyways when the motor goes back in. I'm actually gonna take off the fenders as well. This way there's no concerns about, anything getting scratched when the motor goes back in. So. All right, I'm just gonna give you a little rundown of what we're gonna do here today and what the setup is. So first step, you're just gonna throw your cloth on the bumper cover. That's just to avoid any scratches. And what we're gonna end up doing is basically we're gonna set 2 little magnets on the back of your plate like so. Roughly, I'm gonna show you how that gets done. And then we're going to attach 2 more on the inside of the bumper cover. So these little square magnets, they're pretty strong, as you can see. And they're going to sit roughly in that position or so. On the inside, there's like a little ridge that follows this seam right here. That's where I set the 2 on the inside, and then these 2 are on the back of the plate. And the cloth does stay on. It just gets neatly trimmed around your plate so it's not seen. And then your plate goes on like so. It's very quick to remove and put back. Why do you want to do something like this? Well, for me, I personally don't like the look of the front plate holder on these FOXBODYs. But in my neck of the woods, Ontario, they're very sticky with the front license plate. So, I'll play along. It's a $110 ticket. That kind of a waste of money, to be honest. So, that said, with this setup here, you can go to a car meet, a drag strip, or when you wash the car, you just take it off real quick and it's done. Plus, you're not drilling into your front bumper cover. You don't need the plate mount or anything, and it's a very clean look. So, all right, for simplicity purposes, you want to you want to mark your magnets to the ends that connect to each other. So you just can, I just mark them number 1, 1. This way there's no thought which way's up, which way's down, and just helpful to mark them up. So obviously if they're not in the right position, the magnets are going to want to jump. There we go. Just a little tip to keep things simple. Next little step is we're just going to add some two-way tape to the magnet. I like the Gorilla two-way tape. It's very, very strong. So I do the full size of the magnet. And then I'm just gonna trim off that little edge piece here. There we go. Same thing for the other side. Just gonna do the entire magnet, put it down. All right, so I'm gonna attach magnet number 1. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roughly center it with the holes here. I'm gonna drop it right in the center here. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. I use a little razor blade just to initially lift the little paper or whatever. So same thing on this side. I'm just gonna roughly line it up here. All right, just gonna test it out, let it set up for a second. Test it out again, see, should be okay. Yep. You guys, I don't know if you guys saw how strong that was, but the magnets are pretty strong. Literally lifted the plate right off. So if you have any concerns with them coming off, don't. All right, so the magnets are attached. I'm just gonna kind of just test it out, make sure everything's a-okay here. Very good. And there's your plate. There's your plate. There's the plate holder. Looks good. Okay, so I've centered the plate, and for my scenario, I've aligned the bottom of the plate with this ridge here. I got the big intercooler hanging down there, so I didn't want the plate blocking any of that. On the back side, when you're trying to figure out the centering of the magnets back there, you just leave them loose, and then as you adjust your plate, the magnets will follow along and self-center. I'll show you sort of what I mean here. So we're gonna come around the back. Here's the back plates. So when I centered them, these magnets literally slid along and followed the other magnets that are attached to the plate. I've already marked them out because now I have to take those off and attach a little bit of 3M two-way tape to them. So we're gonna take one off here. Plate's probably gonna drop, there it goes. And then I'm gonna grab the plate from there. So we're gonna be left basically with the outline, and we know exactly where the magnets go back. So I'm just going to add the 3M tape to the magnets, set them back in place, and we're almost done. The same thing, I've just added some 2A tape to the magnet for the back side. So I'm just gonna peel it off, set it in place. Give it a good little press into place. And then I'm gonna do the other side. What I've done here is I've pre-cut two very small little pieces of cloth. I'm just going to hot glue them in on the side, so just enough to break or cover the magnet so that it doesn't scratch the front bumper. I'm just gonna put a little dab right here, a little dab on that side. Quickly move it into place. Just enough to cover the magnet, as you can see. Almost like a little band-aid strip, so to speak. So I'm just gonna put a little dab up there. A little dab right there. And same thing. Hot. So you're probably wondering, what about protecting your plate? Not to worry, still room, lots of room to add your plate protector. I can't find my smoked ones right now, but I got a clear one on there. As you can see, there's still plenty of depth there between where the nut bolt finishes versus the magnet thickness, so it still won't touch the car. So let's go put it on, see what it looks like and how it works. All right, guys, here's the finished product. I'm really happy with the way it came out. You know, with the license plate cover on, with a couple little screws, it looks like it's mounted, but of course it's not. Plate comes off nice and smooth, drops right back into place easily as well. If anything from today, these were a little bit smaller magnets than what I've used in the past. So if anything, if I had two more, I would probably put one more in the middle and then of course one more on the back side. But nonetheless, you know, the two will hold it. I've given you the process, how to set it up. So I hope you like this mod. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and of course, thanks for watching.